It means so much because this community is just filled with the composers and music creators that I really appreciate, that I deeply admire, and to be recognized by them, I think is like the hugest honor for sure. Yeah, I think the big thing with How to Train Your Dragon specifically was the fact that John Powell was so specific with themes. And I remember poring over the scorebook, and in the scorebook, they actually have a breakdown of each theme. And you're then able to kind of look at the rest of the score and see when those themes appear. And I remember looking at that day one of my process writing this score and deciding how many themes I wanted to have, how I would try to interpolate those themes and be as mindful and intentional as possible as using those themes. So I feel like that, plus just how much the score in that film or any other film that I'm really always studying and a fan of, does a great job of developing these ideas musically over the course of the entire story. Yeah, when I was a kid, I actually wanted to be an animator, and wanted to be an animator slightly more than a musician for a little while. And it was like my freshman year of high school where I got into this arts high school for music. My plan was to switch to visual arts. And in that year, I just kind of developed this deeper bond and love for music that made me feel like I just wanted to continue to do that. No, it's funny. My parents, they decided before I was born they wanted me to play piano, and they put me in lessons when I was 4, and it was always like, practice every day, practice for hours every day. And then when I got to college, or the decision to go to college, I was like, well, I'm going to a conservatory. And they're like, no, we actually wanted you to do piano so you can get a scholarship to go to a real school and get like a real education. And I was like, I don't have any other talents to fall back on. Like, this is all I'm going to do. And so I think that mentality has been even slightly unintentionally drilled into me from my parents ever since I was a kid. Yeah, I really hope so. I am starting one right now. It's a Sony animated project. I'm hopeful that there's more Wild Robot in the future. We'll have to see, but I'd love to do it. It's such a fun medium, and I think it really calls for music to be a character in a lot of ways pretty often. And so for that to be something that I can express myself in feels exciting.